The Balkan Wars, the hidden truth behind Europe's forgotten conflict. The war history wants to forget. The Balkan Wars are often dismissed as a footnote, an introduction, a warm-up before World War I, but this is a mistake, for it was in the Balkans that modern warfare, ethnic cleansing, and nationalist terror were first tested, not in 1914, but 2 years earlier. Ottoman rule was not just oppression. One lesser-known fact: Ottoman rule in the Balkans was not always brutal. Local Christian elites often maintained their power. Religious communities organized themselves under the millet system. Many Balkan merchants thrived economically under Ottoman trade routes. Ironically, life became unstable as the empire weakened. As Ottoman rule collapsed, local violence increased, not decreased. Nationalism filled the void with violence. Macedonia, a land without a clear identity. Modern maps show Macedonia as a distinct region. Historically, this was not the case. Villages changed identities based on church affiliation. Schools determined national loyalties. People often identified themselves as Christians first, not Serbs or Bulgarians. Secret armed groups called komitadžis terrorized villages, forcing people to declare their identity. This was not nationalism from below. This was nationalism imposed by violence. The Balkan League, built on lies. The Balkan League was never stable. Secret treaties divided Ottoman territories before the war began, especially Macedonia. Serbia and Bulgaria had overlapping claims. Russia pushed for unity, but avoided clear boundaries. Greece was deliberately excluded from the initial territorial agreements. This led to inevitable war between the allies. The First Balkan War was a military success, but a political failure. The First Balkan War, an experiment in modern warfare. Lesser-known military facts: this war saw the first coordinated use of aircraft for reconnaissance in Europe. Trench warfare emerged before World War I. Railroads were armed for rapid troop deployment. The suffering of civilians was unprecedented. Neutral observers documented mass deportations, village burnings, religious targeting. Some historians call this the first modern ethnic war in Europe. Media war, propaganda before social media. All sides used propaganda aggressively. Newspapers exaggerated atrocities. Fake photos circulated in Europe. Journalists were placed in the armed forces. Each country portrayed itself as the victim and the other as barbarians. Public opinion became a weapon. This shaped how Europe viewed the war in 1914. Bulgaria's fatal mistake. Bulgaria was overconfident that it had the strongest armed forces, Russian diplomatic protection, and moral rights over Macedonia. All three assumptions were wrong. Russia refused to intervene. Romania seized territory opportunistically. The Ottoman Empire retaliated. Bulgaria learned a bitter lesson. Victory without diplomacy is only temporary. The rise of Serbia and Austria's fears. After 1913, Serbia doubled its territory, but more dangerous than its territory was Serbia's self-confidence. Serbian military intelligence began supporting nationalist networks in Bosnia. Austria-Hungary viewed Serbia not as a nation, but as a virulent virus. This fear directly shaped the harsh ultimatum of 1914, the unresolved issue of ethnic borders. The Balkan Wars created borders that never corresponded to the population. Millions of people found themselves living as minorities overnight. These unresolved tensions resurfaced during World War I, during World War II, and during the Yugoslav wars of the 1990s. The Balkans have never been free from the events of 1912. Why the Balkan Wars still matter? The Balkan Wars were not precursors. They were prototypes. From nationalist violence, ethnic cleansing, to total war mentality. If you want to understand Europe's darkest century, you must start with the Balkans. Echoes of history. History does not always end. Sometimes it only fades from memory. The Balkan Wars were not erased because they were small, but because what followed was even louder. Yet in these forgotten conflicts, we find the origins of modern warfare, unfinished borders, and the echoes of violence that still shape our world today. If you believe forgotten history deserves to be remembered, subscribe to Echoes of History channel and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on stories of wars, empires, and moments the world chose to forget. Thank you for watching, and remember, history never truly disappears.